Okay, so story time about this babysitting job that I had, and it was super crazy. So, this happened like a couple years ago when I was still in college. I used to babysit on the weekends for extra cash, and I found this job on Facebook, and I know that's super crazy. But the mom's name was Marissa. She seemed really nice. She was like this suburban mom. So I'm like, okay, cool, easy money, right? She told me she had one kid, a 6-year-old boy named Eli, and that she just needed someone to watch him on Friday nights while she worked late at the hospital. So, first night I show up around 6 o'clock p.m. The house is like out in the woods a little. Not creepy, but like quiet. You know, where you can hear the refrigerator hum? Yeah, that quiet. Anyway, she shows me around and introduces me to Eli. And right away, I notice he's just different. Like super polite, but kinda off. He doesn't make eye contact. He talks in a weird soft voice and he's like whispering all the time. He goes, "Do you want to see my room?" So I'm like, sure. I follow him upstairs. His room is like neat, like too neat for a 6-year-old. Everything was organized. He had this old riding horse in the corner that looked like something from the 1950s. The wood was all faded and one of the eyes was missing. He goes, "That's not a toy." And I laugh. I'm like, okay, sure, whatever. But he doesn't smile back. He just says she doesn't like when people touch it. I'm like, huh? She? He goes, "The lady in my room, y'all." And I just kind of like froze. I'm like, what lady? Because what are you even talking about? But before I can ask, his mom calls me back downstairs. She's telling me she's leaving for her shift. So she leaves, and it's just like me and Eli. And I'm trying not to think about what he said, because kids say weird stuff all the time, right? We eat dinner, watch a movie, and around 9 o'clock p.m., I tell him, okay, it's time for bed. He doesn't argue. He just looks at the ceiling and goes, "She's going to be mad if you're here." Y'all, this 6-year-old almost drove me crazy. With the crazy thing, their imagination, but at this point, it's weird, it's cringe. I'm at a new house. I don't know anything about anything or the house or where to run and hide. So I'm like, who? And he's pointing at the ceiling. He says, "The lady who lives up there." Oh. I'm like laughing like, okay, nobody lives up there, Eli. But he just shrugs and goes to bed. So I go downstairs. I try to relax on the couch. But like around 10:15, I hear a thump, like something dropped upstairs. I think maybe Eli's out of bed, so I go up there, and when I knock on his door, he's sound asleep. But the rocking horse, the one that was supposed to be a toy, it was slowly rocking back and forth. It's just crazy, but it's like not rocking very fast, but just enough for me to see. So I stand in his room like frozen, just there watching it. And then I heard a whisper. It was like a woman's voice, but it was like so faint. I'm like, okay, maybe I'm going crazy. But it sounded like it was coming from the closet. So I turn on my flashlight on my phone, and I open the closet door, and I see nothing. So I go back downstairs, but I swear I just had this weird feeling. And around 11:30, Marissa texts me that she's on her way home. I'm like, thank God. So I grab my stuff, y'all, and I'm sitting by the door waiting. And when she gets there, she just notices that I'm looking out like freaked out. She's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, I don't want to sound crazy. So I just tell her, yeah, everything was great. Eli was fine. She smiles, but right before I leave, she goes, "Oh, did he tell you about the lady?" I'm like, my heart drops. Because how does she know? And she goes, "Yeah, he has an imaginary friend upstairs. He says she rocks on the horse sometimes." So I just laugh all awkwardly like, oh, that explains it. But deep down inside, I don't even believe it's imaginary. And the crazy part, that was not even the scariest night. I went back and unfortunately babysat again for them. But you need to like this video and subscribe for part 2.